So the question is, who am I? All of you are middle age now. You've seen through various phases of life, married, having children. In this 30 or 40 years of life, tell me one thing which is stable in your life. What was stable? What is something which is you can call as stable, which has not changed in your life?
The I am.
The I am, Radhika. Radhika, you joined, right? Glad. Glad. So what has happened? I was born in such a city earlier, about 40 years back. Then when you are born, you are 1.5 feet length, maybe 4 kgs of weight. You went to school in some city. I went to school. I grew up. I got married. I have children. Right now I am in Minnesota. So if you look at all these statements of yours, the body has grown from 1.5 feet to now 5.5 feet. Body has undergone change. The mind has undergone change. The intellect has undergone change. Your knowledge has changed. And it's changing every day. Is there something which has been stable there? The stable is in your whole statement. Only I is stable. I am is stable. I was a boy. I grew up. Adult. So everything, body has changed, mind has changed, intellect has changed. But what has not changed is your statement called I am. Are you able to recognize that? Now, that I am has not changed at all. Now, the question is, where is that I am? If it's inside your body, that I am also would have changed. If it's outside your body, how it's affecting your body? Is I am inside your body or I am outside your body? And this I am feeling for you is there throughout the day or sometime it's there? When you're making a statement called I am, is there I am there throughout the day or sometimes in the day? I am comes and goes like a guest, or it's there all the time since your birth? What's your answer, Raj?
Since the birth.
I mean, in sleep also you have I am. In sleep you don't have I am. So I am seems to be a guest appearing in the body and disappearing.
It comes and goes, Prabhuji.
Sorry?
It comes and goes.
It comes and goes. There's no I am in deep sleep. If you say I am is there in deep sleep, you don't have deep sleep. You will have dreams. In dreams, there is I am. Right? But in the waking state, I am appears. And it seems to be persistent in the waking state. So that's why you keep on saying I am all the time. In the whole sentence, I am is always constant. I am so-and-so. I am husband. I am. Are you referring to I am? Now, when you refer to I am, what is your hand position? How do you say I am? I am here, you'll say. You'll say I am here. Right? You'll always unconsciously say I am is here. Right? You don't say I am here. You don't say I am here. I am is always referred to some part of the chest. Maybe left side, right side. Correct? So, what is there in the body is a feeling of I amness. There's a feeling of I amness appears in the body when you wake up in the morning. When you go to sleep, that I amness feeling disappears. But that I amness feeling seems to be there, persisting throughout our life. Is it clear? We say I am is constant. Are you getting what I'm saying? So now we start getting an illusion. There should be some I am sitting inside. There should be some, without understanding that I am is a guest visitor coming and going. We say there must be I am which is constantly within the body. That's where we can't get a concept. There's a solid entity called I am inside my body. We get an illusion. The body is moving. There must be some I am which is there. Body is changing. Mind is changing. Intellect is changing. How often the body changes? Anybody has an idea? Every breath, millions of cells of the body die and millions of cells are reborn. Every couple of months, one organ of your body goes to complete rejuvenation. Your body is not at all solid. It's a continuously changing pattern. Something dies, something lives. Something dies, something lives. In about 12 years, all your body parts are rejuvenated once, except one part, which is that retina. Every cell of the body goes through complete recycling. Only one thing which doesn't go through is retina. So then what is constant in your life? Is I am also constant? In your statement, I am is constant. Understand? So when you say I am, what do you mean by I am? I am is a two words. I and am. I is referring to consciousness. Am is referring to existence. You are making a statement. Anytime when you say, I am conscious, I exist. That obviously you can't make in deep sleep. You cannot say, I am conscious, I exist. Right? So, every time when you speak something, you're saying, I am conscious, I exist. Then you start saying something. I am going, I am coming. Going is related to body. I am is related to something called you. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, is that I am inside your body or outside your body? Definitely there's I am feeling inside. I am. I am. Right? Everybody says, do you know who I am? There's a sense of who I am is a sense of I amness is there in our body. Right? And if you closely analyze, that sense of I am appears in the morning, disappears in the night. Now, did you, in deep sleep, do you exist? Do you exist in deep sleep? No. I mean, you don't exist. What do you mean by you don't exist? Huh?
I exist, but I'm not conscious, Prabhuji.
You exist, but you are not conscious. Right? You exist, but you are not conscious. I am. Existence is there. Am portion is there. But I is not, consciousness is not there. You are unconscious of existence. Am is there. Understand? The I is missing. I is, you have become gone to unconsciousness. Am is there. You exist. And existence, what you exist, is called pure existence. Pure existence means pure existence, which is pure. The I, which is consciousness, has consciousness means conscious of something else, is no longer conscious of something else. It has become pure existence itself. Pure existence and pure consciousness have become one. When you say, are you conscious? If I ask you, whenever I say I am conscious, always the consciousness is referring to other, some object. Are you conscious? Oh, patient is in coma. No, he is not conscious, they say. He is conscious, but he is not conscious of anything else, stimuli. Understand? Consciousness of other disappears, but consciousness itself remains in deep sleep. Consciousness and existence together become one entity, is one entity called pure existence. Okay? That pure existence is called Brahman. In your own language, it's called God. Every night when you sleep, you go back to God. You are one with God in deep sleep. That's why deep sleep is refreshing. Deep sleep is I had a blissful sleep. Deep sleep is refreshing because you become one with God. The God only originates. In the deep sleep, you get rejuvenated. Now, where are you now? You have become one with God. Where are you now? What happened to you? What happened to your body? Where is body? Where is your body in deep sleep? Raj?
It exists, but it is not.
What happened to your body in deep sleep? What happened to your body in Vidya, in deep sleep? Huh? So, in your own experience, you have to say, not in somebody's experiences. In somebody's experience, your body is lying on the bed. That's not your experience. In your own experience, what happened to your body? It's not there. In your own experience, what happened to your mind? Do not speak of somebody else's experience. Okay? You speak your own experience. What happened to your body in deep sleep? Not there. What happened to your mind in deep sleep?
No mind.
There's no mind. What happened to your world? So beautiful world, such a nice city with a garden. It's not there. The world is not there. Body is not there. Mind is not there. But are you there? Are you there in deep sleep? You have to make a proper statement. Actually, every wrong statement you make, you have to give me $1 or $10. So, do you exist in deep sleep or not? Vidya, you make statement, I don't exist in deep sleep.
We exist in deep sleep.
How do you know you exist in deep sleep? What proof is there that you exist in deep sleep? Your no body is there, no mind is there, no intellect is there, no world is there. Still, you make it. How you can make a statement? I exist.
Because we breathe.
Oh, who is this I? This is Brahman. Brahman exists.
So you have to ask, who is this I? Making a statement. Understand? So he said, I breathe. When deep sleep, do you breathe? No. Are you aware that you are breathing in deep sleep? Your own experience you have to tell. You're not tell somebody else's experience. Breathing also is not there. I mean, you don't know, right? You can't see, you can't experience it. There's no consciousness. Then, do you say you exist or you don't exist? I mean, make a statement, I don't exist. Huh?
The body exists as much as my phone exists.
No. Do not. The body exists for somebody who is seeing you sleeping. I'm speaking of all our first-hand experience. We should not, in any spiritual journey, we should never go to second-hand experience. Second-hand experience, somebody else's experience, we should not rely on. First of all, if you understand our own experience, more than enough. How can you understand second-hand experience? So, how long you have been married, madam? You're married for 30 years. Have you understood your husband? So why do you want to go to second-hand experience? First of all, you understand yourself. We imagine other people, how they think of me, what they experience, we are imagining. So never go for second-hand experience. After 30 years of marriage, she doesn't understand husband. Now, how can you say somebody else is saying what you're saying is reality for you? Go by your own experience of life. That is called spiritual journey. Going by somebody else's experience, imagining that somebody else is saying something is not spiritual journey. It's called material journey. And that you have been living all throughout your life. Now come to your first-hand experience. Now, let me take a vote here. How many people believe that they exist in deep sleep? Please raise your hands. So only one hand in out of so many people. So Radhika is saying, so only a small number of people believe that they exist in deep sleep. So how many people don't exist in deep sleep? Can you please raise your hands? Huh? All of you. What kind? I mean, you go into non-existence and then come back to existence. Huh? When you don't exist and then come up in the morning, what miracle is this?
But Prabhuji, you're not aware of your existence in deep sleep, right? So that is the reason I think we are saying that we don't know whether we exist.
No, Girish, you have to, when you wake up, right? You will say, I had a good sleep. Don't you say?
Yes, I think that is because of the memory.
No, in deep sleep, memory doesn't work. Mind also
Okay.
doesn't work. Right? But we make a comfortable statement. You will never question whether I exist in deep sleep. Have you ever questioned when you wake up in the morning, did I exist in deep sleep? Did you question anytime? Meaning you're so confident you existed. That confidence comes from somebody. Your husband says, oh, you exist in deep sleep. I only saw it. Huh? It's somebody else's experience or your own experience that you exist in deep sleep. The confidence that I woke up, I had a good sleep, comes from your own experience. Right? Otherwise, you can't say. In dream, do you have a dream? In dream, what you saw, you don't have confidence because memory will be hazy. But you never have a doubt when I say, I woke up. That means it must have been your experience. It's not somebody else's experience. It's not imagination. Are you getting what I'm saying? But the problem is, you're not conscious. But still you claim that you are existing. A person who... Sorry?
Maybe it is existence without involvement.
Correct. This is pure. That's why it's called existence without involvement. It's called pure existence. There's no involvement. It's called pure existence. Pure existence existed. Now let me ask the question again. Did you exist?
Yes.
Do you exist in deep sleep? Who exists in deep sleep? The real I exists. The real I is called God, Brahman. Okay? And you have merged back into Brahman. When you say you, your entire world has merged back. Okay? This whole city and entire earth has merged back into Brahman in your deep sleep. In your deep sleep. Your family has gone. Your body has disappeared. Your mind has disappeared. Nothing of you, what you know, is there in Brahman. And God alone existed. Brahman alone existed in deep sleep. You were there in some shape. That shape is called avyakta or unmanifest. You are not in a manifest condition. You are in an unmanifest condition. You means your body, your mind, your intellect, and your world, your family, your relationships were in unmanifest condition in deep sleep. Are you getting what I'm saying? Then, when you wake up, unmanifest becomes manifest, appears. The closest, I think, I can give an example. You are working you are playing a game in a laptop. Then you want to go for a cup of coffee or tea. Then laptop goes to sleep mode. Your screen disappears. Nothing is there in the screen. And you come back and again start the game where you left. What happened to the game? Game into dormant condition, memory, unmanifest condition. When you came back, game became alive again. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it became manifest again. So in deep sleep, you become unmanifest. When I say you, your body, your mind, your intellect. Do not believe somebody who says your body was lying in the bed. You rely on your own experience. That's called spiritual journey. You have to ask in your experience what happened. Do not judge based on somebody else says. There's a reason for that. I'll tell you later. Do not understand what others are saying about you. By your own experience, your body, mind, and intellect and the world disappear. Dormant condition. When you woke up, the body, mind, intellect, and the relationships in the world appeared again. Understand? Yes.
Quick question. So what happens to the subconscious mind? You think that
Then I'm saying everything is dormant. What happens to subconscious mind, conscious mind, subconscious mind, everything what you know, what you don't know, has gone to dormant condition. So you have to answer from your own experience, right? Your own experience, subconscious mind is full of memories or impressions, is subconscious mind. In deep sleep, you can't experience any of them. Understand?
Yeah, but like when you wake up, sometimes you do remember when you dream about.
No, I'm saying waking up condition will unless later. In deep sleep, everything is dormant. Nothing is visible to you in your own experience.
Yeah.
Right? Sure. Conscious mind itself is not there. Your family is not there. Your relationship is not there. Then what is there is called pure consciousness and pure existence. There's nothing else other than that. And it is non-dual. Non-dual means there's no two. That's called Advaita. Dvaita means there is something else. Advaita means nothing else is there other than pure existence. You understand? And that pure existence is called Parabrahma, Narayana. Okay? In our mythology, Narayana is depicted as sleeping in a milky ocean. You have seen that? He's not active. One who is becoming active is called Vishnu. Narayana is ever at rest. Always in rest. Understand? That rest of Narayana is depicting your deep sleep state. In deep sleep state, you have become one with Narayana. Understand? Unconsciously, not consciously. In deep sleep, in coma, in death, any loss of consciousness, stroke, you go back to Narayana. You know what is the meaning of Narayana? The word Narayana, Sanskrit words, they always contain the meaning inside. They are not the meaning you don't have to find in a dictionary. If you find in a dictionary, it's meaningless. They give a wrong meaning. Naranam ayanaha Narayana. Naranam ayanaha Narayana. Nara means you. Jiva. Ayana means resting place. You take rest in Narayana in deep sleep. Narayana himself is resting. You also take rest in Narayana. That's why he's Narayana. That's why Narayana in Hindu mythology is shown beautifully. He is ever at rest. Never he is active. So in deep sleep, you go to sleep. You go to Narayana or Parabrahma. Now there's no two. I am there and Narayana is there. There's only one reality called Narayana. Are you clear? Yes, Raj.
Yeah, but sometimes we get dreams and you remember.
No, we are not speaking about dreams. Dreams will analyze later. Dreams will analyze later. We'll only speaking of deep sleep. That's why when you spoke of deep sleep, I was asking, trying to understand what you are trying to wake up deep sleep. So deep sleep, only we are speaking of. Dream will analyze later.
So in deep sleep, we'll not have any dreams, right?
Deep sleep, there's no dream. We are speaking of a dreamless sleep.
So, Guruji,
Yes, Radhika?
how do we come back to our own selves?
We'll come back to that, okay? I'll make sure that you'll come back. Don't worry. I'll make sure that you come back. Don't worry. So, let me give you an analogy of laptop. Again, give you an analogy to make you understand. In laptop, what happens? We are playing a game. It goes to a power down mode. The screen goes blank. Understand? Then you come and touch a button. Then screen comes up again. What happened to that? When it goes to power down mode, it tends to unmanifest condition called memory. Laptop memory, it goes in laptop memory. Laptop memory, whatever is there, it backed up, stored. Then when you touch a screen, some electronic circuit gets activated, and whatever you are dormant will come up on your screen. Some electronic circuit get activated, right? So what happens in deep sleep? We are in a dormant condition. I mean, equivalent of a memory of a laptop, not exactly same, equivalent of that. the prana or life force comes up, activates your memories, and you are projected again. The body, mind, wherever you left earlier, backed up condition, it will come up again. Your body, mind, thankfully your family, thankfully your world appears. So that movement happens called prana. Prana you can call it bioelectricity. Bioelectricity wakes you up. Why it wakes up you, we'll find out later. Why you come up, we'll find out later. Understand?
I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Why have we been created like this?
That will question I'll answer later.
That also you will.
I'll give the answer also.
The mystery.
So ask any question, I have an answer. maybe right answer, wrong answer, but some answer I have. Why we are created, I'll give an answer. Okay.
The way in which, as you are saying,
yeah,
the pranic force comes.
Yeah.
So that also.
I'll give you the answer. Just hold the question. So Sriman Narayana is sleeping, right? And you know what is his bed? Shesha, 1,000-headed serpent. You know what is the meaning of Shesha in Sanskrit? Reminder. Shesha means whatever is remaining, he is sleeping. Okay? What is remaining in you, in your life? When you go to sleep, Radhika, yes, you can. YouTube video will be uploaded later. Okay. Radhika is asking, can I have a YouTube video? So, what is remaining in you when you go to sleep? Tomorrow morning, I have to get up and go to office. So my children have to be taken care. My family has to be taken care. You have already put a to-do list. To-do list before you go to sleep. Consciously or unconsciously, put it. It's already there in the back of mind, right? Nobody goes to sleep thinking that I don't want to get up, no? Huh? Right? You go to sleep just to take a rest and get up and get going. Already reminder set in you. I want to do something, XYZ, right? That reminder gets activated in the form of prana, life force. Then you wake up. At the time of death, what will happen? We set a reminder. At the time of death also, we go to Narayana, Parabrahma. We put a reminder. In my whole of life, I have a desire pending. That desire will make you up, prana will come up again. You'll wake up in another body. Understand? So basically, prana is the alarm you set. Life force, bioelectricity, which will wake up. And you have vasana, impressions. Oh, I want this happiness, that happiness. I have not seen this Niagara Falls. Somewhere I have to see Niagara Falls. Okay. I like somebody. I don't like somebody. I like somebody. I don't like somebody. I have to settle an account with them. Because we cannot keep any accounts open. So these are all called vasanas. Likes and dislikes, raga and desha. These accounts gets activated because you have set a reminder in the form of prana. Prana is the life force. It will get activated by electricity. It will bring you up. If you are sleeping, it will bring you up in the same body. If you have gone to death, it will bring you up in another body.
Is that subconscious mind? Not subconscious.
We don't bring the conscious and subconscious mind right now. Right? We'll keep Vedantic terminology because to mix up the terminology is difficult. So, just let us go to simply based on our scriptures. So you will wake up. Okay? And wake up, everything is there back again. In your own experience. Right? But you make a claim that I slept well. Okay? Now, other two eyes, a waking up eye and sleep eye. Understand? Other two eyes are only one eye. But you are there one eye and two eyes. In deep sleep, there was no others. Nobody else was there. And when you wake up, I come up. Now, this one which has come up, I is called jiva or individual. In deep sleep, there was no individual. Deeply is only pure awareness is there. No other, nobody else. Advaita. When you wake up, you come up again. The first thing in the morning is you brush your teeth. Some people check their WhatsApp and email before they brush their teeth. Okay. Right? You do whatever you want to do in the morning. Then you do go to Bhagavan, Namaskara. Okay. Today I'm going to office. Bless me, my boss doesn't shout at me. Okay. Or bless me, I got a good business. You do Namaskara to Bhagavan. Now I and Bhagavan are there now. Are there two now? It's called Dvaita. Duality has come. Right? Do you believe in God? Huh?
That's another question.
Okay. So, but you believe, you do some namaskar to somebody? We do many times do namaskar. No? If not to God, you do namaskar to husband or boss. Somebody you have to do namaskar in life. No? Huh? For survival, at least you have to do namaskar to somebody. No? Somebody other than ourselves, we do something. No? Right? So, a duality has come. A multiplicity has come. It was not there in deep sleep. Then you have a sense of I. And I am separate from all of you. I am separate from the world. I am playing in this world. So that has come up. So that is the situation. Duality appears, multiplicity appears when you wake up. Then you start thinking that I am separate from that. Now the question is, how many eyes were there in deep sleep? When you wake up, many eyes will come up. Everybody says, I. Everybody says, I am. Were there so many I ams? Or was there one I am? One I.
One eye is split into many eyes.
One eye appears to be split and appearing as many eyes. Okay. There's only one eye. Deep sleep eye, which is pure awareness. Narayana. He appears to have multiplied into multiplicities and appears as many I. Now, when you say, I had a good sleep, who is speaking of this? I had a good sleep. The real I says I had a good sleep. Because whatever you waking I was not there in deep sleep. So there is always same I appearing as many in the waking state. In deep sleep, there is non-duality. There is no two. In waking state, there is a multiplicity and duality. And now, the waking state, multiplicity and duality is called illusion, not real. It appears to be many, but it's really one. So to realize who am I, you always have to go back. Reference is your deep sleep state. That's why there's an Upanishad called Mandukya Upanishad. Mandukya Upanishad says, I am Atma Brahma. This self is Brahman. This self is Brahman. Mandukya Upanishad Rishi says. It touches his chest. He says, this self is Brahman. He doesn't touch his head. It touches his chest. Nobody touches their chest, head and say, I am Brahman. I am. Everybody says touches their chest and I am. Because the I am feeling is in the body, chest and heart seems to be the center of that. The feeling. Thinking center is here. So, feeling is closer to you than thinking in life. Understand? Thinking brain comes later. See, when somebody dies, the brain stops functioning first. Heart will keep on beating for a longer time. Sometimes 7, 8 hours also heart will beat. Somebody has died. Brain dead, the person, the heart can keep continuing beating. Your heart has life force. Heart has a feeling which is much deeper than your thinking. The feeling is closer to you. That's why you always say, I am. That means you're closer to you. So Ramana Maharshi says, Go back to your I am. So Ramana Maharshi says, take your attention to right side of the chest, because we always say I am here. We don't say I am here. Maybe some people say the heart center. There's a physical heart, emotional heart, spiritual heart. Some centers are there here. That's where seems to be I am. Take that. There's a I am feeling there. The I am feeling was not there in deep sleep. I am feeling appeared in deep sleep. Now the question comes, where did this I am feeling appear from? I am feeling also is appearance. It's a reflection in the body. What is the origin of I am feeling? This I in deep sleep. It's a pure I. It's Parabrahma, Narayana. Narayana multiplied as I am in all the bodies. It's a reflection. Nothing has happened to I, pure I. Nothing has happened to pure awareness. It's reflected as I am in all the bodies. I am in you, I am in you, I am in you. Right? I am in Sanskrit is called aham. See, Sanskrit is a beautiful language. It is a coded language, coded word. You know what is aham? The first alphabet of Sanskrit is a. Last alphabet of Sanskrit is hum. Aham means A to Z.
Oh, Om.
Yes, Radhika?
Does it mean Om?
No. Om is a vibration. Okay? Om is a vibration precursor to aham. Aham is a feeling of I amness in all of us. Are you clear, Radhika?
Yes, thank you.
So this I am feeling in myself, in Radhika, in you, is same. At I am level, we are not different. The feeling I exist and I am, we are not different. Understand? So that I am feeling in all of us is called A to Z. Aham. Aham means A to Z. What is A to Z? A to Z means includes all the alphabets. A, B, C, D, up to Z. All alphabets of Sanskrit is included. And what is alphabet? Alphabet, any combination of alphabet gives a name. All permutation combinations is names. Everything in the world has a name. A to Z means all permutations combination of all the names in the world is A to Z. Aham. Understand? And what is all permutation or combination of all names and forms in the world? What is it called? Permutation of all combinations, names and forms in the world. What is it called? It's called God. God appears in you as I am. When you say I am coming, I am going, I am eating. The God in you are referring. Because I am at I am level, everybody is same. Tree has a I am feeling, but may not be feeling like you, but it also has existence feeling. The stone also has that in a rudimentary form, some form. At I am feeling level, everybody is same. It's called Saguna Brahma, manifest reality. That's why it's called Aham. Aham means A to Z. A to Z in the world appears after that. It's like a software unfolding. Everything was done. It was in like when you switch off the computer, it goes to memory. Then boot software comes up, and after that programs come up. Right? OS boot comes up. Then everything comes up. In OS, all programs are there. Operating system. So the operating system of the universe comes up. That operating system of the universe is called Aham. Only one who says Aham is called God, Ishvara. I am A to Z. Okay. Then after that, everything in all names and forms appear. The world appears. Aham comes first, then names appears. Names and forms appear. Right? So because whatever A to Z is there, it will appear. So now the mind also appears. Okay. What happens is the feeling is here. The memories and impressions which are here, whatever is there, they start going towards the brain. That's why in scripture, from heart, vasanas and samskaras are there. They will rise to the brain. Vasana samskaras are in memory form. They will go into the brain, nervous system. Their thoughts will come up. And once thought comes up, the world appears. The world appears when our upper part of the brain, eyes, ears, sense organs open. Otherwise, there's no world. At this level, there's no world. There's only I am feeling. Somebody has no, let's say there's eyes and sense organs are not opening. For only I am feeling is there. And that I am feeling, once you wake up, first I am feeling comes up. Then that vasana and samskaras are, they'll go. Like memories will go up. Deep-rooted memories, some subconscious impressions. Then they will blow up in the brain. And blow up in the brain in the form of multiple thoughts. Multiple feelings. Multiple thoughts. Feelings is here. The thoughts are name and form. Thoughts are name and form. Every thought is a name and form. So, aham becomes tree, vraksham, gavaha, cows, graham, house. It multiplies as many thoughts of name and form. Because aham contains A to Z. Right? And there also body is also appearing now. At this feeling level, there's no concept of body also. Thinking level, there's a concept of body. Now, the mind comes up. Mind comes up here. Mind comes up in the nervous system. Appears in nervous system. Mind is beyond nervous system. Mind appears in nervous system. So the mind claims, I am body. I am body. Right? So the aham takes the form. When aham takes the form, it's called ahankara. Aham takes the akara form. When aham takes the akara form, it's called ego. Ahankara. Pure aham is called God, Bhagavan. Not unmanifest Bhagavan, manifest Bhagavan. Manifest Bhagavan is called Vishnu. Unmanifest Bhagavan is called Narayana. So, God is in your heart in the form of I am. And the moment it comes to the brain, thousands of thoughts will come. And one of the thoughts is I am the body. I am, aham is there, the body is added to that. Aham is there, body is added to that. Now it becomes aham plus akara. It's called ahankara. Okay. Ahankara means ego. Now tell me, who are you? You ask the question, who am I? Actually, you're asking a wrong person. You should ask your wife. Since 30 years I'm married and you're an idiot, she'll say. Right? Now, after listening to all these things, you tell me, who are you? You listen to this much, the big story of what happens to you. Your pure consciousness appearing as a multiplicity, because again it will go back. Narayana Bhagavan appears as Vishnu, the God, and he takes many forms to experience the world, takes back the experience, goes back. And God alone exists in many forms.
Then how do I see myself in everyone?
How do I see myself in everyone? That question I'll answer it. Keep the question. I'll give the answer. Next question. First, let me complete this. Right? Are you clear? How do I see myself in everyone? I'll answer. Because there's no one. There is no one other than you. Other than you means pure consciousness. Brahman. The problem is we have illusion that there are many. Understand? The reality is non-dual. Appearance is dual. And dual appearances go back to non-dual, come back again. Go back to non-dual, come back again. The only way our problem starts not in deep sleep. Our problem starts in waking state. Waking state, we get an illusion. Dreaming will get an illusion. So we have to do correction in the waking state. Okay. The correction, if you do in the waking state, when you go to deep sleep state, the correction goes to deep sleep state. Like you run a program, that program gets moved up. So correction has to be done in waking state. The correction has to be done in waking state is called the Atma Dnana. How it has to be done, I'll explain. Correction has to happen. How do I see myself? How do I see God? All those things are called Atma Dnana. That correction has to happen. Okay. So now tell me, who are you? The Rishi in Mandukya Upanishad says, I am Atma Brahma. This self is Brahman. This self is not Brahman, basically, obviously, because this is a body. The I am in this was appeared in the waking state. But before appearing in waking state, it was in pure I. And that pure I, unmanifest form, avyakta form, is called Pratyagatma in Sanskrit. Pratyagatma, innermost self. Innermost self is Brahman. So if I say you are God, it will be difficult for you to digest. But in deep sleep, you are God, it's easier to understand. Because deep sleep, other than deep sleep state, nothing is there. God means one reality, which there is nothing else. In deep sleep state, you are God is more digestible, acceptable compared to in the waking state. Understand? Waking state, people say you are God only for you boosting your ego. And even somebody says God, you can't accept. You know he's trying to boost my ego. Right? In deep sleep, Rishi says you are God. It is more acceptable because deep sleep is blissful. Deep sleep, nothing else is there. So Rishi says, start from a point of your deep sleep to understand your life. Deep sleep is your life, real life. The Shesha where Narayana is sleeping, the Shesha means remaining. All your impressions, vasana, they're remaining. He is sleeping on that. When you wake up, they'll just sprout like a snake and the world appears. That's why it's given as a representative snake. Now, after listening to all this story, you tell me, who are you?
So when we say the statements aham brahmasmi or tattvamasi, that I ego, that ahamkara is what we think is equal to Brahman for a long time, and I couldn't accept that. But once I negated my ego, what remained is only Brahman. So there
Once
is
you
no
take
question.
ahamkara, aham plus akara is there, form. Akara is the body, right?
So
You
it's
remove
actually Brahman equal to Brahman.
when you remove ahankara, akara you remove because body, right? Body is constantly changing. So what is changing, you remove. The aham remains, which is changing, unchanging in the waking state. That aham came from real I. That aham is pointing to real I called Brahman. Are you getting the logic?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Now you tell me, all listening to all these things, you tell me who are you?
So depending on the state, my answer is different.
Like in Tulsidas Ramayana, Hanuman has 3 states. He says, when I identify with the body, I am your servant. When I look at me as you, then I am your equal. And one more state he says, I forget.
When in Samadhi, you are, see, in Hanuman, the question was asked, Hanuman, what is Rama to you? Hanuman says, when I identify the body, Rama is master, I am servant. I work for Rama for Dharma. That's called Karma Yoga. When you identify the body, you do Karma Yoga. So when I do meditation is called Upasana. I am connected to Rama. I am related to Rama. I am no longer servant. I am related to Rama. Bandhu, which is closer. Then when I go into Samadhi, I am not there. Rama only is there. That's called, repeat, Atma Rama, Ananda Ramana, Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana. So, when you go to Samadhi, Brahman alone remains. But Samadhi is conscious state compared to deep state, which is unconscious state. In the waking state, you realize I am Brahman. That's called Samadhi. Understand? In the waking state, in deep sleep, always you go to your Brahman, but you are not conscious of it. You lose your consciousness. But if you are able to realize I am Brahman in the waking state, your ignorance is gone. Your illusion is gone. That realizing I am Brahman in the waking state is Samadhi. So when Hanuman says, as a body, I am a servant of Rama, that's called Dvaita, dualistic philosophy, Madhvacharya. In meditation, I am connected to Rama, I am relative of Rama, it's called Vishishtadvaita. And deep state of Samadhi, I am, Rama alone is there, I am not there, it's called Advaita. Now, Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, Advaita, they are not conflicting philosophy at all. They are different states of experience. People think, oh, Dvaita is great, Advaita is great, Vishishtadvaita is not great. No. They are from the different standpoints. Understand? Now, let me ask you a question again, because you start asking me a question, who am I? In fact, you have to tell me, who are you? Yes, Radhika, who are you?
Just like Hanumanji, I am experiencing all three states.
Okay.
When I'm in meditation or in deep sleep. But waking and dream state are the same.
So, who are you? My question, you are trying to give a very roundabout answer. You tell me, who are you? Give point blank answer.
Finally, I took the boldness to say I am Brahman.
You don't have to take boldness. You take the truth. Truth, you don't require boldness. To tell a lie, you need a boldness.
Yeah.
Boldness is required to tell a lie. But don't tell to somebody that I am Brahman. Okay, they will not accept it. Tell yourself.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, tell yourself or tell your guru. That's okay. But tell your husband you are in trouble. Right? I am Brahman is not for telling anybody. I am Brahman is to tell to yourself who are you.
Still the mind is telling you.
Still the mind is telling. Okay? So mind is thoughts. From thought you go to feeling. Then what is feeling you have? Thoughts have multiplied thoughts. 10,000 thoughts are there. You go to feeling. How many feelings are there? I am. 10,000 thoughts will become I am. I am means aham. You have gone to Saguna Brahma, Ishvara. From I am, you go to I. Now tell me, who are you? I am Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. This is the teaching of Brahman. Tattvamasi, you are that. This is the teaching of Vedanta. You are living with the illusion, I am the body, I am the mind, I am the husband, I am engineer, I am living in this city. They are all thought forms. They are not reality. Are thoughts real? Are thoughts real? How many people believe that thoughts are real? Please raise your hands. Tell me one single thought of yours is real. Radhika, yes, go ahead.
I think thoughts are real. I raised my hand.
What is it?
I raised my hand because I think thoughts are real.
Thoughts are real? Okay. So let me answer the question why thoughts are not real later. You keep the question. No thought is real. All thoughts are just appearance in your brain. None, not a single thought of is real. Thoughts are useful. Please understand. Usefulness and reality, they're not same. Thoughts are useful, but they're not real. Why thoughts are not real, I'll explain later. But feeling is much more real than the thoughts. I'm saying thoughts are useful and practical, but not real. Through thoughts you get karma, you're able to act in the world, you're interacting, that's all fine. Right? They are not real. They are useful. Usefulness and reality, they are very different. I'll give an example of thoughts, how it's real, how it's not real, how it's useful. Just give an example, analogy, don't take it very seriously. You are acting in a drama. Okay? You are a villain. Villain has a script. Okay? And he'll have dialogue. Tera kya hua, Shamba, something like that. Dialogue is there. Okay? The dialogue is not real. But acting, it's required for acting. Understand? Your thoughts are your dialogues. They are not real, but it is required for acting in the world. Thoughts are like dialogues in a drama. Okay? So let me say something, you repeat. Life is a drama. Life is a divine drama. If you don't realize it, life is a trauma. And all your thoughts are nothing but scripts in a drama. They are not real. Neither you are a body, nor you are a mind, neither you are a husband, nor you are anybody. They are scripts written to play a drama in the Maya. Now tell me confidently, who are you? Don't tell your wife or husband, okay? Tell me. You are Brahman. To realize that Brahman is what is called life. What is the purpose of life? Is to realize you are Brahman. To come out of this drama and trauma. Yes, who is speaking? Radhika? Are we clear now? The question, who am I, is answered. Okay. So the who am I question is answered for once for all. Please keep your mouth shut. Do not tell anybody. Other than between you and Guru. And who am I? You have to know yourself. To tell yourself I am Brahman, but never open your mouth in front of anybody. If you open mouth in front of anybody, what will happen? I will tell you. There was a Sufi saint. It really happened. Okay, in India. This Sufi saint keeps on repeating Allah Hak, Allah Hak, Allah Hak. Allah Hak means I am Allah. Okay. To say, utter the name of I am Allah is a blasphemy. It's a blasphemy. And it really happened. Okay. I am Allah. He's so can you spotlight me, Gayatri? Like, can I continue? Shall I continue?
Yes.
It broke for some time. I don't know.
Yeah.
So he said Allah Nak. The emperor said, stop saying Allah Nak. Except that you are doing a blasphemy. I'll leave you. He said, no, I am telling you the truth. Allahanak. Then the emperor said, this fellow is not this thing. Okay. Their punishment at that time, or now also, for blasphemy, is put him in one place, city center, and throw stones. Kill person by throwing stones. That's followed in many countries today also. So, if at any point of time you say, I'm saying sorry, we'll release you. Otherwise, then he put in city center and people start throwing stones at him. He keeps on repeating, Allahanak is reality. Then one person throws a flower at him, not stone. When stones are thrown, he is feeling pain. But when flower falls, but he doesn't fail, he doesn't cry. He laughs, Allahanak. But when flower falls, he starts crying. And people ask him, why are you crying with the flower? You are laughing when stones are thrown. He says, stones are thrown by fools, ignorant people. When I'm telling the truth, they are throwing stones. I laugh at their ignorance. But flower was not thrown by ignorant people. Flower was thrown by my guru. Okay, my guru who taught me I am Allahanak. I am Allah. And guru is standing here somewhere, but he doesn't have courage to tell the truth. Okay, I am crying for him who doesn't have courage for telling the truth. When flower falls, I know my guru has thrown the flower at me and he doesn't have the courage to tell the truth. I am telling the truth. So, understand you are Brahman, but never open mouth in front of anybody. Okay? I'll tell you the story of another person who told, I and my father are one. Who said that? And only thing you got a punishment is crucifixion. So, I am Brahman, you understand? Shut your mouth. Keep it to yourself. Live your life of Brahman, but do not give an idea that you are Brahman to anybody. Because ignorant world, you cannot understand. The whole teaching of spiritual teaching is for yourself. Any questions? Is who am I? Question is answered? Yeah. Okay.
I have one question, Guruji.
Related to this or different?
Probably the Satchitanand related.
Huh?
Satchitanand related.
Mm-hmm.
Chittananand, I am able to see.
No, that I'll take it as a separate question. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
So, who am I question is complete. You don't have any doubt. So, we'll close the question called who am I? Okay.